Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, yesterday was a little weird when it comes to online discourse. I don't know if you saw any of this or heard anything about it, but we were having slur discourse yesterday on Twitter, and one word in particular kept getting brought up as, oh, this is a racial slur, and that is cracker. Of course, referring to white people. The argument back and forth was someone who was saying that, oh, that's just as racist as calling somebody the N word. And everyone's least problematic streamer, Destiny, decided to, oh, excuse me, not Destiny, Destiny's friend, the Omni Liberal on Twitter, decides to post a tweet up saying the people who will call you cracker, will say cracker, will lose their mind if you call them the N-word. And he didn't say the N-word. He, typed it out himself. Not a hard R, but regardless. You can call it tactical, you can call it whatever you want, but that was said and spawned a lot of discussion. So, I thought I'd talk about that today. Really, the idea of, is the word cracker a slur? And the other thing that gets brought up a lot, and that's, can you be racist to a white person? So, to start it off, is the word cracker a slur? By the definition of what a slur is, yeah. Yeah, it is. That is the definitional phrasing, though. So, does it hold the same weight as other racial slurs? Not at all. Honestly, it doesn't. I think most of the time when what I'm reminded of is actually a scene in the Boondocks where a white dude is called a racial slur by a black guy, and right as he's about to lose his mind, he stops and, like, they are making a joke, but he stops and he goes, wait, why am I even upset about this? I'm white, and just walks away laughing. But really, like, being called a slur, as far as it goes, I think cracker is probably, like, the bar is in hell if you think that that's crossing a bar. Is it racist to call somebody that? Sure, yeah. You can say that that's racist. I don't think anybody would argue that point. That if you're making fun of somebody because of their ethnicity, that would be a racist thing to do. Now, are you protected legally if somebody were to call you something like that? I mean, let's just, for this example, let's say this is an assault case. If somebody just runs up on you on the street, tries to rob you and beats you up and takes your money, yeah, they would get charged for that. Now, if they beat you up and take your money while calling you a cracker, then that would still be considered a hate crime in the United States, at least. I can't really speak for other countries. Sorry about that. But as far as the United States goes, if you are the target of a crime because of your race or any number of protected classes, and be ethnicity, gender, religion, whatever, all of these are covered under hate crime laws. So, in a legal sense, yes, you can be racist to white people because you could be charged for a hate crime if you target somebody for their race. Is it illegal just to call somebody a slur? No, it's not. That's not the case for any slur in the United States. I think what's the problem, if you can call this a problem, is the social ramifications for using these words. Like, nobody really, there's no social backlash on a grand scale if somebody says the word cracker. If somebody uses the N-word, that doesn't go away. I mean, look at the dude who played Kramer for Seinfeld. He hasn't worked since he had his moment. So, I feel like that's a lot of people's complaint, is that they have this sort of chip on their shoulder because I would get in more trouble if I said the N-word than if you called me cracker. And it's, why do you care? It just, to me, that's what it feels like, because it almost feels like an envy thing, because I can't say the word the same way you can say the word. If that's your whole argument, it's weak. I'm sorry, but that is so weak. I mean, I would much rather people just not call each other slurs or attack people on racial grounds, but people are going to do that. And I think it's important to note that, yes, if you call somebody a slur, regardless of what the slur is, if you mean it that way, then yeah, you're being a racist person. You can't say that someone's not a racist because, oh, they're only attacking one. That's what racism is, means you're attacking a race. Whether you think that your race is better or you just think that race is worse, either way, you're attacking somebody because of their skin tone. Now, you can always criticize people if it's valid, if you have a reason for it, but if your only criticism is white or Asian or black, or if your only criticism is their skin tone, you're racist. That's it. There's no way around that. To say that some slurs are worse than others, yeah, there's a cultural thing for that. I'm more than willing to accept that, and I can understand that. You're not going to have that. There's no way, unless there's some sort of, you can completely erase history and change the landscape of how the transatlantic slave trade happened and chattel slavery and in general the foundations of this country. You will not get that same level of, this is a slur that you cannot use, that the N-word is, compared to the word cracker. It will not happen. This is a stupid argument, I'll be honest with you. And it seems like the people who are making it are just the people who really, really want to say the N-word in public. And guess what? You can. There are going to be social ramifications, so just get ready for that. But it's not illegal to say the words. You're just upset that there's going to be social backlash. Own it then. Just get ready for that backlash, because it seems like that's what you want. But that's just how I feel about it. I'm sure people have stronger opinions and are going to tell me I'm wrong, but whatever. If you got anything you want to tell me, just leave me a comment, or I don't know. But I feel like this conversation shouldn't be happening, but it's probably going to keep happening for a little bit. So maybe there'll be an update soon, but we'll see what happens. Y'all have a good day.